funny story. I was walking out of a meeting for a coalition in the city of Hartford. And on my way out of the meeting, I thought that it would be a much needed service to not only the city, but to the state to have a central hub that could operate as a central space for peace efforts across the city. And the way that I envisioned it, funny, interestingly enough, I looked toward the sky and I wish that Hartford had a bat signal like Batman. That whenever that lit up, people from all over the state would come support people in crises and people in bad situations. And I felt right there that the Peace Center could be that place. So that's why it's kind of funny. 2016 is kind of like where we kind of started all the different workings for incorporation and the development of all the policies and all that stuff. So 2016. Oh yeah, I mean, you have to bring an idea and a concept to reality. So the fact that you have to identify the right people, the right structures, the right philosophy, the right selling point. So yeah, there were a lot of challenges with regard to understanding exactly what we stood for and then finding the right people to help you kind of steer that thing along, because it does take a number of people to get you there. Essentially what we want to do is be able to form partnerships in order to bring peace to different communities. So that's kind of what our mission statement is. So we have 4 pillars of service at the Peace Center. So one is through our Youth Peace Alliance. Our Youth Peace Alliance focuses on bringing together youth leaders from all over the state that will represent the state of Connecticut around the world for peace efforts. So whether it's domestic violence, racism, or whatever it is, these young people will come up with a plan to help these issues be resolved, or at least be resolved as much as possible. The second pillar is the consulting and professional development, where we actually coach organizations that are looking to service communities in need, and we help them develop the skill sets that they need in order to be successful. The third pillar is our Peace Hero Awards, which is a legacy hall that we're building in order to honor people that do peace work across the state of Connecticut. And lastly, is one other thing is our research arm. It's called Peace Conversations. So what we do is we do research in every community around the state, figure out what the problem may be that's causing the communities to be less peaceful. After we do the research, we get the stakeholders around the table and we give them solutions on how to solve those issues in those communities. So those are our 4 pillars, and that's how we do it. I think what we've done, and looking back, as we just had our first birthday celebration recently, and one of the successes that we felt we were able to accomplish was to unite people in the peace community that had never met one another. I think that we built an enthusiasm and a belief that peace is possible. And it's hard to measure, but when you look at the type of following that we've been able to secure from people in different walks of life, and what we've managed to learn about the state of Connecticut, I think is a great success story. We graduated our first class of Youth Peace Alliance members who are now more peaceful, living different lives and actually contributing to the peace conversation. And we had our first Peace Hero Awards, so we actually just enshrined those individuals into our legacy hall. So I'm thinking, if you had to summarize all of that, I think we're instilling hope in people that peace is possible and uniting different communities. Well, you know what? I'm a believer that it's my responsibility to at least connect with young people at every level that I can. I think I have a duty to talk to young people about the power that they hold, and to do whatever I can to kind of impact them with whatever wisdom I can share, and to also let them know that I believe in them. So part of the reason I came here was to really speak to the power of persuasion, but also to establish a connection with young people and also encourage them to pursue whatever it is they want to do. Yeah, well, this is my my 3rd time here. The first time I came to Professor DeCaro's class. Second class was I think he's a supervisor here for the police department, Lions, and now here for Dr. Rebecca. She said not to call her, but Dr. Rebecca. So you know, I'm invested. Again, I like to support communities and schools that are really looking at bringing in folks to have real dialogue with students. So yeah, I'm definitely be back here. Yeah. So what I do is I I speak on different things. So some of them are motivational speeches, some of them are about risk taking, some of them are about gang involvement. I've been to a number of schools, not only here in the state of Connecticut, but across the country, to again do my best to impact as many young people as possible to continue to pursue their dreams while also avoiding the pitfalls that I was unfortunately falling in. There is a role for you in making your community better. There's a role for you in using your intellect and your abilities to help other people. It's truly important for you to go beyond your level of comfort and reach out to another person that may be in need, or ask for help when you need it, because there are people that are willing to help you. So that's what I would say. Absolutely. They can always reach out on our website. On our email address is peacecenterofconnecticut@gmail.com. They can also go to our website, peacecenterofct.org. They can call me personally or directly at 860-922-3552. And we're always looking for young people who want to invest in community, and I think they'll get a great experience from being part of our family. With our Youth Peace Alliance and serving as role models and mentors and leaders of groups there in some of our events and activities around the state, either helping out with their hours, their manpower, with setting up with ideas and creating ideas, helping out with the website and kind of keeping the website and the information going, blogs. I mean, there's so much that they can do, and if someone is interested in just doing administrative work, there's a capacity for people to help there as well. So there's a number of ways that they can get involved in the organization.